Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm playing Earth Under Siege, basically XCOM the board game. I'm very excited to show you this one. And disclaimer that I received a review copy. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also listen to our podcast for reviews and design discussions, or say hi and join the conversation on our Discord. So Earth Under Siege is a campaign-based kind of mix of stealth and tactical combat that, again, really evokes the XCOM kind of vibe of squad-based missions with stealth and aliens invading Earth. And they also have rules in the branching campaign for playing any given mission as a standalone, if you just want to jump in and play your favorites. Without the expansion, which they didn't send me, I think the campaign is about 12 missions long, but then you also have little side missions, spec ops you can try out. But again, it's branching, so you can play basically entirely different missions for almost the entire campaign. And then with the expansion, I don't know how long it goes. I would guess at least 18, probably. But each mission has its own setup of tiles. These are tiles I've put down, although they do kind of fit together seamlessly. It tells you where to put everything like doors, blips, which are going to be enemies when we catch sight of them. You've got an insertion point and an extraction point. In this mission, they're the same dang place, which I don't really like, because when stuff goes to heck, I'm going to have to still escape. And each mission has its own goal. Sometimes they're more combat-oriented. This one is quite stealthy, which is one of my favorite things in games, and this game does it in a really cool way, so I wanted to show you that. Additionally, a really neat thing in the game is that you can take different approaches to missions. Now, a lot of the early missions, this is one of the third missions, because again, it branches, so one possible third mission you might see. In some of these earlier missions, they force you to take one, so in this one I have to take espionage, but you could also do black ops or breach and clear, and in some missions you get to choose which one. Each of these is going to give you a special power from the card, and as you level up your HQ, these powers can get even better. But then in a really cool touch, you get a bunch of gear that's geared to your approach. Geared to, great. So for example, the Black Ops approach lets you get some really like stealth-focused things, whereas the Breach and Clear approach gives you better armor, upgrades to your weapons, and lets you just murder people if that's what you want to do. But mine, the espionage approach, which again is forced in this third mission, is more about kind of trickery. I call it sort of the Mission Impossible build. Because you get some super cool stuff. Look, you get an enemy disguise. So one of you can just like walk around and pretend you are one of the enemy without them even paying attention to you most of the time. This is one that really makes me think of, what was it? Mission Impossible. I think it's Ghost Protocol, where Simon Pegg's character had like the little fence that would make you think you were seeing the end of the fence, but they could actually do stuff behind it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up on YouTube. Awesome friggin' scene. But yeah, so the holo projector lets me actually like put a little holo projector token, and the enemies won't be able to see past that, so we can just like kind of sneak around and do whatever we want behind it. Also got some freaking remote explosives we can set and blow up Arnold Schwarzenegger in, what was it, True Lies style? Beginning of True Lies? I don't know. Just making random movie references that show I'm old. And bypass kit to help us with sabotaging stuff. So yeah, it's a fun little kit, a fun build of items. There's also a bunch of different options for your characters. In the base game, you have 6, and you can kind of choose how big or small you want your squad to be. The game is often going to be tougher with fewer people, so it is kind of one way to tweak the difficulty, although they have a lot of difficulty options you can add in. In my case, I'm running 2 characters. One of them is Kyle Trickshot Moss. He's an assassin, very stealthy, good at combat, good at taking people out. I gave him the explosives and the holo projector. He's also got the tactical armor that came with our espionage approach. But Kyle is terrible at science, and as you'll see in a moment, this mission is all about finding some enemy intel. So I sent in our best science person, our science officer, Olivia Moss. She's got a 4 in like the science and hacking skill. And she looks a little bit different from Kyle in that she doesn't have a deck of cards, whereas Kyle does have his own unique deck of cards. She has this little squad member rule thing here, and she's starting with more of these things called focus tokens. She's got a special ability here. That's because Olivia is being played as a squad member. This game is doing one of those things that I've loved in recent games. Oathsworn was the first one I remember, but then that Dante's Inferno game did it too, where some of your party members can be a little bit simpler. The big thing is you don't have to deal with a deck of cards, but instead you have some ongoing special abilities that you can use based on how leveled up your people are. I was thinking at first that I would run 2 squad members and 1 main squad person, but it's a little bit tough for table real estate with my recording setup. So we'll see if the 2 of them can get it done. I gave Olivia the Vormok disguise and the bypass kit, since Kyle's are kind of useless with with science, so even a bonus wouldn't be that great. And then as a scientist, she starts with a pistol and a database uplink. Oh, sorry, I should have said. Kyle also starts with a silenced pistol and a wetwork blade. That is his murder machine. It does so much damage in the last few missions I played. And all right, let's introduce some of the things in the mission before I get into how to play. So this is going to be a bit of a tutorial here. By the way, if you want to see the game in action from the very beginning, want to see a beginning mission like the tutorial mission, Steve, who used to be a part of the channel on his great channel Co-op Guild, he's doing some streamed plays. So you can go watch the first mission. I'm not going to spoil any of the story stuff, although honestly the story isn't the focus here. I'm just going to show you the mission. And again, you could just play this mission as a one-off like I'm doing. So not really spoiling much. But so the board is made up of these tiles, each one being kind of its own room, except for these hallways that all go together. They each have a doorway going in, which start closed, and they open up when you have these little black entryways there on the other side. The board has a ton of blips, which are going to be potential enemies. Green blips do not move, generally speaking, unless they hear some noise or something happens. Whereas yellow blips, we're starting with one over here, are called patrols, and they're going to move every turn. They'll go toward the nearest source of sound, very similar to Burn Cycle for those who have seen that game. Or if they don't have any source of sound, they will go towards your insertion point, because I guess they heard that something weird happened wherever you came into the base, which is not great in this mission because the insertion point is also the extraction point. So I don't really want them to be sitting there waiting for me when we're trying to leave. What are we trying to do in this mission? We are trying to get to these 3 red objective tokens. There's 2 down here and 1 in the north. And take a sabotage action on each of them, which is going to use science. So Olivia is going to be the best at that. But it's a special sabotage action. It's going to be an annoying sabotage action because for most things in the game, you have a target goal. Like if you're trying to sabotage this thing, you need to get 4 successes. Or if you're trying to shoot this enemy, you look at their defense and they have 4, so you need 4 successes there too. But for this mission and these objective tokens, our target number, the number of successes we're trying to get, is equal to the current number of investigation tokens. Basically, as we make noise, as we do things in the base, as we defeat enemies and their bodies are discovered, then we're going to add more and more investigation tokens to here. The first 5 spaces don't do anything, but then we start adding more patrols, even a really tough patrol, putting the enemies on overwatch, ready to shoot us. And eventually, if we get to 10 or do some other things like alert an enemy without killing them, so give them time to set off the alarm will go off, and then everything goes to heck, and all the enemies charge us. But here's the thing for this mission. Every time we complete one of these objectives, and the difficulty of the objective is going to be the current number of tokens, we're going to add 2 more tokens. So there's 3 of them. So even if we make no noise, do everything as stealthy as a human possibly could, we're still going to have a 1 difficulty for the first one, a 3 difficulty for the second one, a 5 difficulty for the third one, and we'll be at 7 escalation towards the alarm being triggered. And again, that's if we do nothing wrong, which is probably not going to happen. All right, let's talk about some other things going on, because I picked this mission because it has some of the cooler kind of stealth and interesting options in the game. So we've got some cameras here, and there's another one over there. These will only look down their hallway, so I could be right here, and this one wouldn't see me. You can also be in their space, and you're just supposed to kind of be in their blind spot, and they can't see you then. Cameras can be sabotaged for a 4 science check, but they also have this symbol, which enemies are going to have too, and that shows how good their observation is. It's the difficulty of the stealth check you have to take when the camera sees you. Otherwise, these technicians all the way over here in this little camera room with their guard there, they'll be alerted and they'll trigger the alarm unless you can run in and kill them, which would be pretty much impossible. We've got cameras, we've got doors, we've also got a ventilation system. You can open that up, although it will cause some concern and get some more of those investigation tokens, and then come out in a different area. Ooh, we could sneak past this super high security door that we would have to bypass with a 5 check to go steal some special weapons of the human and Zethan, the alien race variety. So we can bypass that entirely. We could jump all the way to here and then very quickly fast track our way back there. So the vents are fun. Some missions will have those, some won't. There's also this data in here. If we can get through there and hack that, that'll give us a special side mission, a randomly drawn Spec Ops mission that can let you unlock more cool stuff and just give you more to do in the campaign. Oh, these, by the way, are portals for spawning more enemies if we kill a patrol or more patrols come out, which we don't like. Another one that I'm really wondering about maybe interacting with is this right here. This is the electrical box. My scientist or somebody could sabotage that to turn off the lights, which would make everyone's observation lower and make it easier for us to sneak around. They could also individually shut down cameras instead of having to schlep their way over to each of them. And they could open up those security doors and get us access to the items that way. Or if Kyle's in charge, you can just attack the electrical box and take out all that stuff at once. Every camera, every door, to shut down the electricity in the whole facility. But as you can imagine, that gets people's attention. It would make this guy attack us if we had somehow snuck by them. And it would also add even more stuff to that escalation track, which would make it tougher for us to break down the data. So yeah, that's what we're up against. But let me get to my actual first turn, and we'll walk through how a round goes and what's going on, and we'll see if I can enact some kind of plan. Oh, wait, before we jump in, I forgot one important part of setup for missions after the first one. You have to draw a complication card. These start out with only basic cards, but as you go through the campaign, you add more and more nasty ones in there. Oh, no. Heightened security. Oh, my gosh, this is a terrible one. Place an extra patrol blip in the deploy pool. So patrol blips are the worst because unlike the nice green blips, they actually walk around and investigate the stuff you're doing. And also, if you kill them, they don't go away. They go back into this deploy pool and respawn at the end of the round. Basically, it's like new guards are coming to check on the old ones. So this means I'm going to have twice the freaking patrols in this very tough mission. And the other nasty thing is I don't know which of the two spawn points are going to come out from. So they could be over there and kind of double up in the same region, or I could have them split around. I don't love this. But anyway, okay, now let's get to the first round. So the beginning of most rounds will be a refresh phase, but you skip that on the first round, and we're going to go right to our operatives performing actions. And this is a pretty free-form turn structure. You have these 3 order action tokens and these 3 movement action tokens. And I can have Kyle do an order, then jump over to Olivia and have her do a move, then come back to Kyle and have him do a move. So you can kind of go back and forth and do them however you want. You'd have to resolve one, though, before you do the next one. So I couldn't have Olivia and Kyle do something at the same time. At the beginning of each round, in that refresh phase we skipped, you're going to get 3 of these tokens back. So even though you can do 6 actions a turn and even more stuff with your action cards, usually you want to keep it around 3 unless it's really important and you want to kind of overexhaust yourself. Come on, cards. Yeah, so speaking of cards, Kyle does have a starting hand here. Usually it's 5 cards, but when you have squad members, you get a 6th card, and that's mainly because characters can discard 1 card each time they do a test to re-roll it, and the squad members don't have cards, so to give them re-rolls, the other characters have to discard cards for them. So basically, Kyle has an extra card just to help Olivia out with her rolls. So you can use a foot to take a movement action. You can usually move 2 areas, or you can do what's called a careful move, which will make your stealth better to move 1. And that's what Kyle's going to do for his first action. And keep in mind his stealth right here. It is a 4 white dice, the highest stat you'll see on these basic characters. And as part of a move action, you can open or close a single door that's adjacent to you at any point during the move action. So I'm going to open this one, which means I'm immediately going to see this guy as I carefully move through. And because I'm doing a careful move, I only move 1 space. If I was doing a regular move, I would move 2, which would get me in line of the camera to the north. I'm going to put myself on the side of the tile because a careful move also gives you cover until you move out of that space. That's mainly for defense bonuses, but also Kyle has some things that will benefit, like his sword. If he attacks at range 0 from cover, he gets extra damage. But now because he's in line of sight, which is usually just in straight lines unless you're in square rooms like this where you can see diagonally, he's going to see what this guy is, and they're going to see him potentially, and he has to roll for stealth. And actually, they're going to see Olivia as well, although we'll see in a second why she doesn't have to worry about stealth here. So whenever line of sight is made to an enemy, you get to find out who it actually is. So you're going to have 7 different enemy types with initiatives 1 through 7 each game. This is determined by the mission you're playing. 4 of them are these basic enemies that are green, and 5 through 7 are these elite enemies. And green blips and also yellow blips, the patrol ones, are always going to be these top ones. And when they see you got to find out who it is. So you draw a spawn card, and you find the initiative and the matching unit. So here we're spawning a Dominator, and there's just 1 of them in the unit, whereas for Vormocked Grunts it'd be 3, for Spotter Drones it'd be 2. And yeah, here they are. They're pretty big. And they go in the spot, but you still leave the green blip with them until their status changes in some ways, because you still need to know that they're a basic unit and aren't going to be moving. All right, then it says Oppressive Force. Operatives within 2 zones exhaust an order action token. So blip. Now we get to the really important part, the stealth check. So the Dominator has a lot of stats that we don't really care about, except for his observation here, which is a 3. That's what we have to reach on our stealth check to not be seen by the guy. Because in every mission, if you're seen by an enemy and then you don't kill them by the end of the turn, then the alert goes off and you're in a terrible place for the entire rest of the mission, and especially on the first round, that'd be ridiculous. So we don't want to be seen by him, and we're both going to have to make a check, theoretically, because now Olivia can be seen by him as well. But nope, let's look closer at her Vormok disguise. You do not have to make stealth checks when entering an enemy or camera's line of sight. You only have to make them if an enemy is in your zone, and normally if an enemy is in your zone, they have +2 to their observation, but this gets rid of that as well. So just make stealth checks way easier, which is good for Olivia because she only has 2 stealth compared to Kyle's 4. So Kyle has to get a 3 to not be seen by this guy. So how do checks work? First, you look at the statistic for your character. In this case, Kyle has 4 dice. The white dice have 2 miss sides, 1 double hit, and 3 single success. Now, a lot of things can also add these better red dice, and in Kyle's case, because he did a careful move and only moved a single space with his foot, he gets a free red die. And these have 3 single successes, just like the other ones. But instead of misses, they have 2-star sides. And instead of a 2-star side, they have a 3-star side. So you always get a minimum of 1. I think that's all Kyle really needs. Now, what could I do, though? Before the test, I could discard these focus tokens. Each one would give me a white die if it's of a type that does not match the test I'm doing, like Olivia's little science tokens here. Or a red die if it does match the test. So Kyle started with 2 stealth ones, so he could discard one of those to get another red die. I don't think we need that much. So let's go ahead and roll. And yeah, we're fine. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Now, if we had screwed up, Kyle could have discarded one of his cards to re-roll as many dice as he wants. So you can just re-roll the misses or the ones that don't do as well as you want. Cards do a lot of really cool stuff, by the way. I'll show you some more about them in a second. But yeah, Kyle was not seen by the guy. Very, very nice. And here's the important thing about stealth. This guy now can't see Kyle. So as long as he remains in line of sight of the guy, that 1 stealth check applies. We could move here, move back to here, move over to here. The only thing that's going to prompt a new stealth check is if he goes out of the guy's line of sight and then comes back, or if he goes into the guy's space, or if the guy was moving, if the guy moved into his space. Now, none of that necessarily matters much because this camera with a better 4 observation is looking right down the hallway. So, it's a small comfort for Kyle, but yes, right now he's okay. Now, speaking of cameras, I think I want Olivia to do some scouting out in her uniform because, again, until she actually walks onto somebody, nobody's going to mess with her. And I think I want her to take care of that. So let's have her spend 1 action. She can just walk fast as heck because nobody's looking at her unless she goes into their space. 2 move actions and 3 move actions. There we go. And we got to pause for a second because we got some spawning happening because she can see this green guy guarding this door and the patrol. And I think we do whatever order we want. So let's say this one first is going to be a Reaver. Oh, this is friggin' terrible. Oh, never mind. Okay. I was like, what the heck? He charges us? But no, this little symbol here means only if the alarm is active. So he does not move 3 zones toward us and make us immediately bleed. That would have been bad. All right, so here he is. Lovely. He's got 4 observation, a little bit better, so tough to get past him into that room. And then just to show you the other stats, he's got 3 movement. This is the target number you have to reach to deal damage to him with an attack, 5. And then his life, for some people, it's going to be a set number. But for the Dominator and the Reaver, it's based on the threat level, which is equal to the number of operatives. So the Reaver has 2 + 1, 3. The Dominator has 2. And hey, let's see what the other person is. Oh, it's another one. Okay, so he's not doing anything special. He's just going to sit over there being angry. Now, here's the negative part of that, though. Reavers have 3 movement. A patrol blip will usually only move 2, but once it's revealed, it uses the movement of the character that it is. So I've just sped up the patrol. Great. All right, now for Olivia's 4th action, so she is going to be a little bit behind. She's going to try to sabotage this. So she needs 4 successes. She's got 4 signs to start. Her power relates to using alien weapons, and so does her 1 HQ power. So until she gets an alien weapon, she has no special powers, and she has no deck. It's not great. Her bypass kit gives her a red for free when performing sabotage. Now she's at 4 white and a red. And then I could spend one of these, which I think I'll do, to give her another red. Let's just make sure it happens. Because if you try to sabotage something and fail, you put an investigation token in your space, which means patrols will run over and try to find it, and they'll put it on the escalation track, and everything will be bad. Let's go to the dice tower. I need 4 successes. Oh my God. That's enough. We'll just not even count it. All right, so this camera is disabled. It will not come back for the rest of the mission. And there's certain triggers that make you draw Valor tokens from this bag. These are a shared resource to help your players out. The main ones are defeating enemies or sabotaging things. You also get one if you revive a fellow player. Okay, we got this one. This goes in the Team Valor pool. Anybody can use it on their turn, and that will let somebody get any type of focus token they want. Focus tokens being these things. That's pretty sweet. All right, so that was about as far ahead as I thought for my plan. Now let's actually talk about what the heck I want to do here. So we need to get that, and the one all the way at the top. And my thought was actually to get Olivia to the one all the way at the top, and then kind of work her way back. But that would require, you can move into enemy spaces, and like I said, they would normally get a +2 to their observation. In Olivia's case, her disguise won't be automatic, and she'll have to roll, but they won't get the +2. But still, with only 2 stealth for her, going in here and not being seen by a 4, even if she does a careful move for a free red, and then going in here and not being seen by whoever that happens to be, that's all not great. There is a vent in there, so she could like go through the vents, come out, see which of these ones has weaker observation, and go that way to get to it. To do that, she would either want to open up the secured door, go in there, maybe get some guns, maybe get her Zethan power going, and then take a vent. Or she could go down here. That would also let her shut down the cameras. But again, we've got a bunch of people to get by, plus the friggin' patrol over there. Now, if we don't make any noise, the patrol is going to move 3 this turn to here, 3 the next turn to there, and then go into our insertion point and just hang out there with the door closed. So he'll kind of be a non-entity. If we just want to like waste a lot of time. But the thing is, you do draw these negative threat cards every turn, which acts as both a timer for the game and also makes bad stuff happen. So usually it's not a great idea to just like wait and wait. What do I do with Kyle? He could run over here and probably kill that guy. He's a very good fighter. At least he has been in my games, and I haven't even gotten into like his attack cards yet. And he could also like run around the corner because that would break line of sight with that guy, and set himself up once we see where the patrols are going to like maybe take that guy out and help her get into the first room. Oh, maybe she can shut down that camera, but that would still require sneaking by this guy. Dang, man. By the way, I didn't mention, I mentioned it, but I didn't talk about what it actually does. My Espionage 1 card, which again could be leveled up later on in the campaign, does have this hacked communication ability. Once per game, I can spend an order to place this anywhere, and it can't be in line of sight of any enemy. And then all unaware enemies, which means ones that haven't like actually been attacked by me and like know I'm definitely there, they'll all treat this as their goal, which specifically would make all of the patrols move towards it. Now, all the places I would like want to send them to waste a lot of time have enemies in them and have line of sight to them. Well, except I guess if I waited for a while, I could send them like back to this far spawn point. That would waste a heck of a lot of time. So, yeah. For now, I do want to, I think I'm going to get Kyle up. I don't know, man. So I'm going to cards. Let's talk about cards for a second. So again, characters have these cards. You're going to first see, well, in the upper right is whether they're a starting card, which all of mine currently are. I'm in the 3rd mission, so I've leveled up my deck a little bit, and you can also cull cards as you level it. And if they have a purple star in the upper left-hand corner, it's a free action you can use during your turn. If they have a green, it's a reaction. It'll tell you when to play it. Like, look, kill them with style or don't bother. Play before making an attack to gain area of effect if melee or an extra die if ranged. Okay, so they'll tell you either when to play them or a free action, or some of them will actually have an order symbol in the corner like this, and you'll have to use one of your order action tokens to do it. Now, you get the top effect just by playing the card. For the bottom effect, you need to discard a matching focus token. And I haven't said, how do you get more focus tokens? You can get them if you attack people, because most weapons will have a little exhausting thing like this. So once per round when you attack, you can roll a black die and it'll give you a random focus token. But honestly, the main way to get focus tokens is to take the plan action where you discard a card from your hand and you gain the focus token here, which otherwise could be used to boost the card. So like if I play I Make It Look Easy, I would get this just for playing the card. But if I also discarded a foot focus token, I would get this additional bonus. Operatives, by the way, have it easier because they don't have a hand of cards. If they take the plan action, they can just get any wild, any focus token of any type they want without doing anything else. And you do redraw your full hand at the end of the turn. Like, there's no penalty. So I'm going to go ahead and use move to perform a move action. I'm not going to boost it because I don't have to disengage and get out of enemy spaces. And I'm going to do a fast move this time, a regular move, because the camera is disabled, so it can't see me. And this guy, remember, does not require a new stealth check unless I re-enter line of sight or go into his space. So that's going to be totally safe. And the patrol, when it's equidistant, you can choose. So I can send him down this way to where the camera is, and he won't be able to see Kyle that way either. Now, should Kyle take another action or just sit there for now? I think I'm going to sit there because I don't want to run up to where the enemies are. So I'm going to recover 3, so I might as well do this. I'm going to discard kill him with style or don't bother to get him a foot token. Now, you can still use this to play the bonus on cards, but it can also be used to give a +1 white die to a check like every other token. There are no tokens that match a foot check. Like there are stealth checks, there are science checks, defense checks, attacks checks. There are no feat checks. So instead, you can discard this to move a single space on your turn. So it's got a little bonus option as well. And actually, I'm realizing I'm going to use second wind to recover +1, to recover 4 tokens. So let's go ahead and move up here as a careful move. And that way he can do a careful move again up into here and hopefully not be seen by this guy if he wants to like run up and stab him or something. So that's good enough for the first operative phase. So not quite sure what the heck I'm doing. Let's see where this patrol spawns. That'll determine a lot. Okay, so now we go to the enemy phase. We have the alarm check first. We check if the alarm triggers. And the main way that would happen is if an enemy became active. Main way enemies become active is if you attack them, they immediately become active. Or if you fail a stealth check. And at first they're surprised, which sometimes gives you bonuses for cards, but also gives you like basically until the end of the round to do something about them, like murder them. If you kill them, the surprise token stays there and flips at the end of the round, and that becomes the investigation token that the patrols will go look for. It'll go to the escalation track, bring you closer to the alarm triggering, because they're like, hey, where'd this guy go? Maybe you hide his body in a closet. But if there's still alarms, still aware when you have this alarm check phase, then that's it. You just jump straight to the alarm. They shout out, hey, they're here, and you didn't kill them in time. So that's that. That includes the technicians who basically see through the cameras. So really that 4 observation is supposed to be these guys. And really importantly, if anyone ever has line of sight to someone that's active, they're also active. So basically, if I attacked this guy and he became active, whoops, both these technicians would have to be active. And heck no, I'm not going to be able to get in there and kill them and their guard and this guy all in one turn. You got to be careful about that kind of stuff. So that's alarm check phase. Next is portal tokens. Some effects or cards will put down portals and basically patrols will teleport to them. We don't have that right now. Okay, then we have enemy movement, where patrols are going to move towards their target zones. And then enemy activations will only happen if we have active enemies, and they'll actually try to attack us if we're in range. So at the moment, we just have that patrol, and again, they're trying to go to our insertion point. They would go towards the nearest investigation token if there were any, but there aren't. So 1, 2, 3, because of their 3 movement. Totally fine. Go on down there. Everything's great. Okay, then if the alarm was triggered, we'd add a red patrol with like those harder elite enemies every round. Don't trigger the alarm, everybody, until you're ready. Okay, then we deploy blips. Oh no, I don't want to do this. And then ongoing effects would end. Some of my cards can create ongoing effects, and you can only have 2 in play at a time. None of that is happening, but let's deploy. This is really important. You just roll it randomly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's say. I'm really honestly hoping for the 4, 5, 6. I'd rather just have them kind of congregated together. I can deal with murdering them when the time comes. And yay! So this buddy pops out there, and next round they'll start running around too. All right, so that is 1 round in Earth Under Siege. Let's get to the phase we skipped, the refresh phase. So first, we refresh any exhausted cards. Things that can be used once per turn, like this database uplink pad. I didn't show you this, but Olivia, it's her science card besides her gun. It lets her boost up checks after the fact by discarding science tokens, so it's pretty nice. But yeah, we recover 3. And you pick when you have multiple. I don't think Olivia needs a ton of actions yet. She's not going to be shooting anybody, so let's do that. Kyle, on the other hand, because he's about to redraw up anyway, we'll do this second wind, play at the beginning of the refresh step, get +1 recovery. So instead of 3, he's getting all 4. And just in time, because now we draw up to our hand of 6. And then the nasty part, we got to draw a threat card. And then the on-point token passes. I technically had that with Olivia, so we'll pass it to Kyle in a second. That really only affects some threat cards will mention the on-point person. All right, so threat cards, you do the top if the alarm is not triggered, the bottom if it is. Place a portal token in the nearest zone to the on-point operative with a investigation. There aren't any, so that does nothing. Yay! But a portal would have had the patrols teleport there immediately, so it would have saved them a lot of time because they would have investigated that investigation token. When they get to an investigation token, moving or teleporting to it, they move it to the escalation track, which again is our friend over here. It's going to, first of all, make it harder for us to decipher this data we're trying to steal, and also make the alarm trigger. So got lucky there. Although just a note, you do get one of these all clear tokens, they're called. One as a group for each squad member you're playing with. So my one kind of semi-character, Olivia. And these can be used after you draw a threat card to say, nope, not today, and just ignore it completely. So Kyle has one little get-out-of-jail-free card or token because of that. Oh, by the way, I forgot to talk about the remote explosives. So as a free action once per turn, I can place one in up to one zone away in line of sight. And then later on, as a order action, I can remove as many of them as I want, and for each removed one, deal 4 damage to all objects in that zone, and perform a 3 noise check there. Noise checks are super fun, just to show you what would happen. Let's say that Kyle set off the bomb here. You take the number given, which is 3, and ignoring walls in line of sight, just counting straight up, you see every enemy that is that far away, which would be that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. And if there's at least one, you put this investigation token, and all of them say, hey, what was that noise? And turn into patrols, which also means if you kill them, they're going to respawn. So, yeah, I don't want to use this unless I have a really good reason. All right, so we saw where the patrol is. What do we want to do this turn? I guess if I'm going to try to maybe kill this guy, can't have the camera see me. So I could have Olivia try to move into this guy's space and hopefully not get seen. And then she can move here and disable the camera. And then Kyle could come up and run up and maybe kill the guy if we want to, although that would pull the patrols toward us. Unless we hack communications and tell them to go somewhere else. Sure, what the hey, let's try it. So we're going to have Olivia do, unfortunately, a careful move because I want to get the red bonus going to that guy's space. What's he going to be, a 4? God, I hate to be kind of wasteful like this, but let's have her take a plan action and get a stealth token. Then I'm going to careful move into his space. And because of her disguise, normally he would get a new stealth check, although she never needed her original one. And he would have a +2 to his observation, but because of a disguise, it's just normal. But we do need to make the stealth check. And when multiple things can see you, like the camera here and him, you do a single stealth check against the highest value among all of them, which if we didn't have the disguise would have been a 6 for him, 4 + 2 for you being in his space. But again, just a 4 here. And Olivia ain't as stealthy. We got 2. We got 1 from the careful move. I'm going to spend that to get another red. So these are going to average, those might take care of it by themselves. So let's go for it. We can discard a card if we need to. And also she has her database uplink pad. She could tap that and discard one of those science tokens to give a free success after the roll. All right, come on. Whoa, thank you. Red dice. That would have not been enough. Okay, we got it. And now, good Lord, she's going to be out of action. She's doing another careful move into here where the camera can't see her, and then she's going to sabotage it. And yeah, let's spend another focus token to make sure. So she needs a 4. This is probably overkill. Maybe I shouldn't have spent that token. Well, maybe not. Got 5. So another camera disabled. Only that one on the right side of things is active. And honestly, that one isn't looking at anything I care about. Like, even if I want to steal the weapons or get the other objectives, that camera's not in play. We get another Valor token. Well, this is a fun one. It's a drop for radio, so we can John McClane it up. So someone can use an order token. This would probably be Olivia. Oh, no, actually, I guess it would be Kyle because it's a stealth check, and he's, fast-talking them. And he makes a check with difficulty equal to 2 times the number of patrols and aware enemies. So right now that would be a 4. And if he passes, they don't move for that round. They're distracted by his, Han Solo-style banter. We're all fine here now. How are you? So that sounds good later on when we don't want them to be coming after us. So heck yeah, Olivia got the job done, but also used up 6 actions. Wow. So now only this dude is going to mess with us. And I gotta decide what I want to do. See, I could go for the careful move and then run in here and try to kill this guy. And he's got 3 life. Normally attacks will only deal 1. But Kyle's Wetwork Blade does 1 + 2 if he has cover, which would be the case if I did a careful move into the guy's place. Or I love this card. Maybe I'll use this. So I'm just too good. Ongoing. Gain cover. Normally you lose cover if you move, but with that one you just have cover no matter where you go, and his sword will work no matter where he goes. In addition, you may add your cover bonus to your stealth checks. And normally the cover bonus is 2. So if you're in cover, you get a +2 to your defense checks. Hopefully we never get shot, but enemies have a set value. So like if this Reaver attacked us with his phase blades, it would be a 6 attack. And then like every other check, you roll your skill and you can boost it and reroll. But yeah, if you're in cover, you get +2 normally. But our tactical armor, which is also coming from our, which one are we doing? Espionage, says we get an additional +1 automatic success from cover, which I think means the cover bonus is 3 right now, not 2. I think that's how this works. So that means I'll have an automatic 3? Do I just have 3 successes automatically while I have this? Should I just like try to kill everybody? Because here's the other thing. If I spend a stealth token to boost it, attacks you make against surprise, which would be everyone, or stunned enemies deal +1 damage. And I'd be dealing 4 damage with all my attacks. How much could I do with 6 actions? Wait, so that's 1 move, 2 moves, 3 moves, 4. Oh, I can't do 4 moves. That won't work. Maybe I save this one for later. I also have duck and cover, ongoing gain cover. That's one's more of a defensive bonus. Oh, and here's one of the ones I leveled up into, like water. This one's really cool. Ongoing, you automatically disengage when moving. Normally when you move, you need to like use extra actions for each unit in your space. And then if I pay a foot, each time you enter or leave a zone, deal 1 damage to an enemy in that zone. Heck yeah. Although 3 life Reaver guy over here, it's not going to be as good. Yeah, I mean, I think I got to kill some people because I just don't think Olivia is stealthy enough to like get in and get that thing. All right, so you know what? Yeah, whatever. Let's do this. Let's kill some guys. Or just this guy this turn is what I'm going to go for. Because first of all, I actually don't care about the stealth check because when I attack him, he automatically becomes surprised anyway, so him seeing me doesn't really matter. So I'm going to have Kyle do a regular move right here. Oh my gosh, an intruder, friendly Wehrmacht person. Did you see it? No, she didn't. And then let's actually use my free foot for my focus token to move in. And I'll go ahead and play this as a free action to gain cover, which means now my sword will do enough damage to kill him in 1 blow. And let's go ahead and attack. So I'm getting 3 attack. Weapons will have their own dice sometimes, so that gets me to 5. The max you can have is the number of dice in the game, by the way, which is 6 whites and 3 reds. So I've got 5. 0 range, so I have to be in a space, which I am. 1 damage to start, but we know it's going to be 3 from that, which is enough. And it makes no sound. That's for those sound checks, so some weapons will like alert people that are farther away. It also imparts the condition bleed, which means at the end of the unit's activation, they take 2 damage. Guess what? That's too late. They've already sounded the alarm before they bleed to death, so that's not going to help you in stealth situations. All right, so his defense is 5. He's also got a lot of people have defensive reaction abilities. So this one says, once per round after being attacked or damaged, move and activate this enemy. Do not activate it again this round. That only happens if they aren't dead. So more reason to hit. This ain't going to cut it, man. All right, well, let's try this. I'm going to discard one of my stealth focus tokens to get a 6th white die. I would need an attack token, one of the bullseye ones, to get a red die. And we'll see if it works. I can always do a reroll. That's pretty good. All right, so we need 1 more. And let's make it happen. So I want to keep my I'm just too good for charging in that room. Kill him with style or don't bother lets me apply area of effect, which if very specifically I get the Wehrmacht grunts or the drones where there's like 3 of them and I need to do a bunch of damage to a bunch of people, I definitely need that. Style and substance makes all my range attacks. That's pretty good. Like water is pretty good. Ricochet shot will also, with a range attack, let me kill a bunch of people if both people in that room are groups. Crud, I don't really want to go. Actually, I hate to say it. I think like water might be the one because I'm not really trying to rush past people. I'm trying to murder them. So that's for the re-roll, and I hope I don't mess it up. Now you can only, okay, I got it by the way. You can only re-roll once per test with cards. But then as a nuclear option, if you need that test, you're going to lose the mission or like sound the alarm way too early, you can add investigation tokens to the escalation track once per for more rerolls, and you can keep on doing that. You could trigger the alarm and get 9 rerolls if you wanted to, if it was really important to you. So I did 3 damage, 1 plus the number of operatives. So he is defeated. If he was a patrol, remember he would go to that little deploy pool to come back later. But because he's just green, he's gone completely. His alarm token will stay there, though, because, something for them to investigate this turn. But I get another Valor pool. And this one is less an operative heal one. How damage works is when you take damage, you flip your action tokens, and then they go down into the exhausted area and can't be used. And if you keep them until the end of the mission, you get like these wound cards and stuff that gum up your deck. So that's pretty nice. All right, Kyle still has one more action. I'm going to do an order between Ricochet. What are the chances of both of them being AoE groups? And worst case, Olivia can run in and shoot somebody. So let's... Well, I do want to have an attack one. I'm going to discard... Oh, this is my other upgrade one. It's so freaking good. Oh, by the way, wait, hold on. I forgot. I, of course, would have exhausted my Wetwork Blade to roll the one focus die and get another stealth token. I'll take that. But yeah, I still want attack. So I am going to... Yeah, I don't think I need Ricochet and kill him with style. I'll discard Ricochet to get a attack token in case you get somebody with crazy armor in the next room. And that'll be that. Can we have the alarm check? This does not trigger the alarm because there's no unit left, but it does turn into investigation token. Which means that they're going to move 3. I don't want them to get line of sight yet, so let's go here. But this one doesn't matter what I do. Well, I guess I could have put down my hollow projector. But oh well, let's have this come out and see who it is. Oh, crud. Spotter drones. Doesn't sound good. Oh man, move the nearest thing straight to the escalation track? I was going to waste their time having them run after it for a while. So yeah, that just goes away, so at least I won't be moving towards it anymore. Well, if I go kill all of them, that won't matter much. Okay, the Spider Drones have a 4. Olivia remains immune, but I do have to roll for Kyle. Let's go and discard his new stealth token he got, because without any red dice, 4 can be pretty dang iffy. Oh my gosh, I guess we didn't need the red die, because that was a lot. And I didn't actually place the Spider Drone. So they have 2 units, which means you'd have to kill them both in separate attacks, unless you have area of effect or ricochet things. But yeah, that's cool. Unless we kill some more people, they're just going to go away in a second. We go into another round. Olivia. Maybe like that for her. Kyle, on the other hand, is all the way back. Oh, and I forgot. When you draw up, you can discard 1 card first. But I'm just too good for the stealth thing. I like that for the AoE, and I like that for the bonus damage. So let's keep all these and just draw 3 replacements. Oh, sorry. In the ongoing cards, you can have up to 2 of them in play. They go away at the end of the round. Okay, I got another I'm just too good. A ricochet shot if I need it, and right in the face. That can let me, kill a bigger enemy. Cool. Now we draw the threat card. Each time the on-point operative moves, who would be Kyle, into a new zone this round. Oh, God. What? Okay, so I don't want to move Kyle. Oh, wait, no. Each time the on-point operative moves, but this is moving to Olivia. So I think Kyle can move freely, maybe? Now, I am thinking, I don't necessarily want to kill these people. I want to peek in with Kyle and see if if this one's not that bad, that's the only one Olivia has to walk past. Another Dominator or a Vormach Grunt. Oh, no, that's right. I guess it's going to use the best of the stats of either of them. So there's a really good chance there will be a Reaver or Spotter Drones, and it'll be a 4 regardless. And she'd have to pass a 4 check going here, go over here, sabotage, pass a 4 check going back. But yeah, I hate to kill 2 people and have all the patrols getting us. Oh, that's right. I want her to get that for the side mission to open up. Gosh darn it. Maybe I do just kill them. I'm just going to freaking kill them. All right, here we go. What should Kyle do? So I need at least 2 attacks to actually kill them, and at least 2 moves to get around to them. All right, so first, gonna play I'm Just Too Good. I don't think I need +1 damage if I have cover and cover bonus to my stealth checks, because it's already 3 damage. And only the red elites have more life than that. So that should be enough damage to kill everybody. All right, now for his first move action, he'll open the door and go in, and let's see who we got. So on his space, it's another Reaver. Smell your fear. Oh, each operative... What the frick? Each operative within 3 zones places an investigate token in their zone? Are you really mad that I killed your friend? Because I don't like you. So they're surprised. And hey, to go along with their bodies, we're going to have all the investigation tokens in the world. And by the way, when more than 1 investigation token will be on the same zone, the extras just go straight to the escalation track. Oh my gosh, this is going to be such a nightmare. Who's that? Oh, just another one of our giant robot friends. No. Operatives in 2 zones discard all their attack tokens? I worked hard to get that attack token. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's fine. I don't feel good about this at all. All right, so he's a 5 defense, and he's a 5 defense. And I just lost my attack token. Yikes. Well, here you go. I can have a second ongoing. This is going to be good. Your range attack deal +1 damage. I don't need that. Your melee attacks gain a free red. Heck yeah. That'll be 5 whites and a red basic. It should probably be enough to kill him. But I'm not caring about stealth. I'm just going to try to kill these guys. All right, so first attack. Need a 5. So I got 3 white, 2 more for my sword. Let's remember this time to tap it and get my focus. I get the red from style and substance. And sure, let's do right in the face. Play before making a non-AoE attack to gain 1 white and accuracy. Accuracy lets you ignore cover if they have it, which would make their defense 2 higher. They don't have that here. All right, seems like a lot just to get 5. Oh, 1 die went away, and I didn't get to 5 yet. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a stealth token. Not necessarily the one I wanted, but that's okay. All right, that's 1 guy down. And yeah, this is terrible. Because all these tokens are not only going to make the alarm happen, but also going to make it harder for Olivia to successfully do her thing with these objectives. And then Kyle's going to run over to our friend here and do another attack. Wait, Valor token. Another. I don't want healing. I want, like, attack things. All right, so I still got 5 white and a red. Let's discard a stealth to get a 6 white. Be ready to reroll if we need to. What the frick was that? But hey, it worked out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another Valor. Yeah, that's what I like. Getting us those free wild tokens. So I can, like, give Olivia all the stuff she needs to actually, like, stealth or decode these things. So, all right, you're gone. And hey, Olivia, there you go. I've cleared the room for you. Oh, get out of here, robot. And yeah, we'll definitely be stopping there. So alarm check, no. But again, when this flips, there's too many there. So we're at 3. So when we investigate the first thing, it's going to go to 5. When we investigate the second one, it's going to go to 7. She's going to have to pass a 7 check minimum because we might get more alarm stuff by then. Could be great. All right, the patrols have heard about some juicy targets. God help us. You can only have, by the way, up to 2 units. That's not like number of figures, but 2 groups of units in a space at a time. Okay, let's go to the next round. All right, Kyle. What do I want to do here? Oh, that's right. All his ongoing stuff is gone. That was great, though. Do I want more movement? Actually, I think he might want more actions because he's probably going to, like, not try to move too fast. And then Olivia, since she didn't do anything last turn, is ready to go again. And I don't seem to need ricochet shot and kill him with style. I haven't spawned, like, groups people yet. So let me get rid of one of those and redraw. All right. Yeah, I do not want them to be here, which I think means I'm going to have to use my hack communications to send, the only place they don't have, oh no, they do have line of sight to the insertion point because I left the door closed, open. I could have closed it when Olivia went out, but I didn't even think about it. Crud. Where do they not have line of sight to? They got freaking line of sight everywhere. Yeah, so the most I could really delay them is to, like, send them back to their own portal. By the way, enemies open and close doors as they go, so they don't leave them open like dumb operatives Mike style. Well, here, to buy us time to figure this out, let's have Kyle do a boosted 4 difficulty stealth check to use our captured radio and prevent them moving this turn. So that's getting us 4 white and a red. And hey, rolling great. There we go. So they're going to stay put. Let me just lay down the Reaver to remind me. All right, now Olivia's going to move. Remember, they don't notice her with her uniform. Move again in here. And then let's do the dang thing we're here to do. So currently the difficulty is just 3. And she gets an automatic plus red from her 1 module. So, yep, we're good. So we've done our first objective. But we've also made them realize something's going on. Now, that is still a sabotage. So I think, ooh, nice. Dude, that was clinch. If I can shut them down for a whole nother round, heck to the yes. Although they are kind of totally in our way. Maybe I send Kyle through the vents. And he can, like, sneaky style go in here and kill that guy? Yeah, that seems like maybe the way to go. And then Olivia, we can make her succeed on, like, 1 stealth check to get past that guy and back, maybe. I don't think I'm going to go for that. I hate to not go for it, but I don't think I'm going to. Let's have Olivia move 1 more, and yeah, I'm just going to get her out here. Darn it. So, by the way, vents, how do they work? So, if you're on a vent, you can spend a movement action to flip it, and it does get an investigation token, so it's just even more in that room. But then you go on this little enter space, and then for another move action, that's a second one, you can go to the exit space. And for another move action, you can come out in any other vent, and you leave an investigation token there as well. Maybe vents aren't that great. I'm not sure. Wait, is there any other way for Kyle to get anywhere? I know violence isn't the answer, but they are in the same space. And I can do an area of effect attack and murder them in that same space. All of them. 1 big happy hit. So maybe I kill them. maybe I kill them. And then, yeah, new patrols will come. You know what they won't do? They won't move that turn. And then I can radio them, and they won't move the next turn either. And then I can espionage them so they go the wrong way. I'm liking this plan. Oh, this is the most violent I've been in the game, but why not? All right, so Kyle's going to move. Forget the vents. We're going to vent them with stab wounds. Like, anyway. They'll be dead. But yeah, that's it for now, because we're both very low on actions. So alarm check, nothing new happens. The enemies don't move. Thank you, because of the radio shenanigans that Kyle pulled. And we recover almost all the way. Olivia's still down 1. And let's see. I don't need right in the face because I am making an AoE attack. That one's actually pretty nice. I don't need to heal at all. Let's get rid of that and then draw. All right, and what do we got? The on-point operative may not play attack cards this round. Attack cards. Yeah, that's Kyle. How bad is that going to be? Is that... I wanted to place... it is an attack card. Oh, and that's an attack... Oh, no. No. I was going to save it for something I think better, but I'm going to cancel that one so I can play attack cards. I say no, game. All right, so let's make this happen. I actually got the same combo again. Gain cover no matter how much I move. Style and substance, plus a red to all my attacks. Now, is that going to be enough? I apply 1 roll against everybody, and the highest is the Reaver with 5. So I just need a 5. So 1 red and 5 white. Well, we got the cards for it. Let's spend 1 action to get an attack focus token. Okay, and then I'm going to move in and attack. That's a regular move. Oh, wait. Oh, crud, he's over there. Well, it's fine. So first move, second move. Oh, I guess I didn't need to use the cover card because that would already be a careful move. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to say they see me. It's fine. And I'm going to spend my attack token. So with style and substance, I'm getting 2 red. I'll roll the black as well. So I'm 1 short of max dice for every color. This is close to as big as it gets. Olivia's going to need these kind of dice to succeed at her. Whoa! Oh, I get a defense token? I guess I can use it for +1 white die. I'm planning to never need to defend because they're all dead. But yeah, 1, 4, 6. Oh, wait, hold on. Clearly, where is it? Play before me. I played it before, y'all. You saw me play it before. To gain AoE if melee. So yeah, they're all dead. Oh, and they were surprised. So it's going to be even more. Oh no, more investigation in the same space is going to... Well, it's fine. I guess it's fine. Oh, God. And they're going to deploy. Well, hey, we get 2 more Valor. Ooh, that's a drawing item. Ooh, and this is a free reroll. Olivia might need that later. By the way, speaking of Olivia, I'm so sorry for making your whole life just so difficult here. All right, speaking of her, I'm going to move twice, unfortunately, because I really want to get that red bonus going in. I'm also going to spend 1 of these to give her a stealth token. Let's see what unit type this is and how bad it'll be. Good. Yes. These are the Vormok grunts. There's 3 of them, so they're annoying to kill if you don't have area of effect. But you know what they aren't good at? Sight. They only have 2 observation. Woohoo! That's great. What do we have? Inglorious Combat. Discard a Valor token. Gonna get rid of one of these healing ones I hope I won't need. I'm going to pretend that Olivia's fake uniform outranks them. And so she's got 2 white and a red. That seems like it should be good enough. You know, in retrospect, by the way, I should have blown up the friggin' electrical box. That triggers the lights out condition, or even not blown it up, but just sabotaged it. And lights out makes everybody have -2 observation. Then this all would have been a lot easier to do without violence. But would that have been fun? I don't think so. All right, and ooh, beautiful. Didn't need to use my tokens yet. And I guess she might as well move 1 more just to not be like right in their space. And actually, you know what? Let's have her sabotage it now, because otherwise it's just going to be 1 harder next turn. All right, so she needs 5. She's got 4 white and a red to start. Maybe that's enough. I don't know. We've got a reroll there, but the thing is I need to save as much stuff as I can. I'm going to go for it just straight up here and try to save like all her tokens and stuff for the crazy last one. All right, so she needs 5. I don't want to use this because that would require her to spend a thing. I can discard a card to reroll. I can use that token to reroll. Got chances here. I need 5. It's a decent start. I can reroll the red because it never goes lower. So yeah, let's use a card first. Save the token. I don't think I need right in the face. All right, so we roll both of these. I just need 2 more. Hey, that'll do it. Although whether or not we wanted it to do it, that's a different question. Oh, we're adding another patrol, and we're doing the Overwatch thing. Now, the Overwatch part is kind of fun. So everybody's on Overwatch. That means anytime that they can see me and I get into range of them, they're going to attack me for free, like out of turn. So like if Olivia fails to sneak by these guys again, they don't realize that she's one of them, she will get shot. Or like if we move around the corner and this guy, yeah, that's going to slightly complicate things. But hey, we only need that and then out. That and then out. We can do this. Let's go to the alarm check. So these would have actually been alerts. And then they flip over and oh, there's too many. Which means, Lord help me, 4 patrols. And when I realized I was all excited about the radio, I need to roll a stealth check. Double the number of patrols and alert enemies. That would be an 8. I don't know if I want to put that many resources into that because I'm really... Olivia needs to make a freaking 8 science test to get the final objective. Oh, this is bad. Okay, but good side, there are no patrols out yet, so nobody moves out. Deployment's easy this time. You can only fit 2 units per area. So there they are. And yeah. We'll say the nice thing is if Olivia can get out of there and then I can kill this guy, there's just them and that and then home. We can just run this almost. All right, Kyle is fully charged. Olivia's not at all. I'm going to get movement because she only needs I guess I really want more actions to get extra science tokens. Well, I have that one thing that can give me a free token. I think that's what I got to do with it. All right, now what can we do? Can Olivia just run through there without doing the slow move? And then there, and then... oh my gosh. Because the thing is, at this point, I'm not super worried about the patrols getting us. I just don't want them to make the test impossible for that last objective token. I mean, Kyle's got another kill him with style. He can just run him and murder them all. It's not like one more token is going to make a difference, and it's one less enemy to attack us. Now, you know what? I believe in her. All right, she's going to take a regular move, and she's going to spend her 1 stealth token. She just needs a 2. Oh, thanks for the stealth token. That was a good idea. All right, so she got past them. Woo! And then, yeah, she'll go boop and boop. Sorry, and boop, because he doesn't have, he can't see her, which is good. Ooh. Maybe Kyle has a chance to make that thing happen, to get the 8. Because look, I'm just too good. Gain cover. You may add your cover bonus to your stealth checks. And even though I don't know how thematically it makes sense, him being cover is going to make him talk on the radio better. That would be +3. If I can also get some random tokens. Let's try to do this, because delaying them a whole round will be huge for dealing with this situation. Because yeah, it says make a stealth check. Yeah, I think that's right. All right, so I'm going to play that. And then I'll, that's +1. So that'll be 5 white dice +3. That's not enough for 8. But I can't get an actual stealth one. All right, well, let's at least get it to 6 white dice. So I'll go ahead and discard, I don't know. I'll get rid of a duck and cover to get another defense token. Then I'll spend, I'll spend them both to get the 6 white dice. And that was one action to plan. This is another action to actually use the radio. Get +3, I need 8. Come on. Okay, that's a good start. I'll take the heck out of that. I need to discard something to reroll. I like being able to recover more. I guess I don't need an AoE attack yet, so let's discard that. Just need a single one. Okay, 6 is great. So y'all got radioed. Stay there for a little bit. Oh, I forgot to do this. This would be fun. This lets me get a Zethan gear for free, and it's automatically discovered. I'll have, I can give it to Olivia Moss. It's a melee weapon. Agony Cudgel. Melee attack, so it's pretty much the same as my sword, except I can't get to 3 damage, but it stuns people. That's cool. But here's the thing. She, fight fire with fire. Your attacks with a Zethan weapon gain 1 red. Where did I put her little card? Oh, here you go. And then Technophile. Before making an attack with the Zethan weapon, discard an attack to deal +2. Wow, so she could go to... First of all, she's better than Kyle because she's naturally a 2 and a red with that. And then she could make it do 4 damage. I mean, she's not really better than him because she doesn't have all the cards and stuff. But still, she's a decent melee fighter now. That's cool. All right, speaking of Kyle, while we're in cover, might as well murder this guy. Because he's gonna recover a bunch, right? So I can move twice. Oh wait, he's gonna overwatch me if I attack him. Oh, and it's stunned. It would make a noise to bring the other people coming. Got to take 2 stealth checks, and the second one he'd be +2. That's kind of rough. Oh wait, that's right. Oh, I'm always in cover. Yeah, I have +3 on my stealth check, so no, it's totally fine. So that was 1 move to get there, and then we'll do another move. Blip. So I'm taking 2 stealth checks when he sees me and when I go into his space. And I think I'm fine for this. So the first one is automatic because his sight is only 3. Second one is a 5 because I'm in his space. But I only need, with +3 easily. I'll have Kyle do an attack. I don't have anything to boost the attack, do I? Uh-oh. This guy's got 5 defense. That ain't enough, Mike. Well, I guess we're just going to go for it, because I need to save like all my cool mitigation things for Olivia's final tech test. Here we go. What the frit? Yay! And that's science. Can he give that to her? I wish he could. All right, but we got him. Somehow. Give me another cool, helpful Valor token. No, I don't want to deal plus damage in an attack, darn it. All right. And again, because that was all stealthed, then his Overwatch... Oh, crap, that guy's got Overwatch too. Well, we'll do a careful move into there and take care of him. All right, so we go to the alarm check. Nope. Ha ha ha. And the patrols are radioed down. So come on, I just need to get her in there. I need to get him in, murder, run, super check, get out of Dodge. I mean, once we do that, I don't care if the alarm goes off. I just want to escape. All right, so he need 1 attack, and really I think maximum... Well, let's get 1 more attack just in case I miss. And I don't think I need the automatically disengage. I'm going to kill the guy, so yeah, let's get rid of that. Oh, that's right, I wanted to use this. Let's recover 1 more, duh. So now I will get the extra move. Meanwhile, pretty important here. 1, 2. That is enough to get her to the token. And then I want her 3rd one to get another science token. I want to like max my red. Oh, I can't. I only need 1 science token to max out red, and I can get that from the other thing. So, yeah, maybe not. Maybe I do get more movement then. I think she went to that. Did I draw a threat card last turn? Crap, I don't think I did. Shoot, what was it? Choose a red or yellow if there are none and teleport it to its target zone. Shoot. I think I forgot to do this. All right, well, we'll just call it easy mode, and we'll do it now. Here, we'll teleport one of these ones to this one, because they were going to get there in a second anyway. And Amos immediately goes on the escalation track when they're in the same space, which means, yay, we have a red to hang out with. But not until later, which I think will be too late. But now she's at a 9. All right, Kyle's first. Careful move into here. Let's see who our last friend is. Oh, unknown threat. We roll. We spawn somebody based in it, and then after spawning, we have to shuffle this card and the discard pile. Okay. So we roll a red, and we got 1, which is the lowest threat, so it's Vormocht Grunts. The good thing, though, is we don't have a spawn event for him. Now, I have to do a stealth check, but of course, their stealth is bad, because I want to get Overwatched. I did a careful move, and we're fine. Oh, crud. Now, do I have my... Oh, I guess I'm going to do a gunshot for the first time, because I don't have my one that lets me do a sword attack to everybody. So play after damaging an enemy with a ranged weapon. Apply the same amount of damage to another enemy. Oh, another enemy. Crud. We got to kill some people. Oh, wait, I got 2 ricochet shots. I think I can just keep ricocheting, because I think the second that my my attacks are done, they would get to Overwatch me. Okay, so I just need to hit once, and I think I can double play this and kill them all. So my gun kind of sucks. I don't get any automatic... bonus dice. Yeah. So I got a 3 against 4. Well, here. I don't have to attack right away, so let's get... Oh, I need the ricochet shots. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait. Style and substance. No, I don't need extra damage. I want the melee bonus. Okay, so I'm going to discard style and substance for an attack token. And then this should be his last big thing in the game. So I'll discard the attack token and this to add a white and a red to his basic 3. And he needs to get a 4. Yeah, baby. And then if I'm not cheating before they can Overwatch, ricochet, they didn't even know I was there. Bye-bye. 1 final Valor. I don't want extra damage. I wanted like a reroll. It's fine. Okay, Kyle, you're super cool, but Olivia's what matters here. She's going to use 2 of her moves to run to that thing. And then she's got just 1 action. I'm going to use this Valor token to give her another science. She's going to spend both of them with her bypass kit to have 3 reds and 4 whites. She needs a 9, y'all. I mean, but 3 reds by itself can be like 6 or 7. This is big. I mean, it's kind of like... I have lots of rerolls, though. Well, not lots. That seems pretty dang good. That's friggin' ridiculous. We'll stop there. 6, 10, 12. Woo! Yay, but we still have to escape. Luckily, it's not too far. And the alarm's on. Okay, so a lot of things happen with the alarm. First of all of our, surprised and investigate tokens, those are gone. Everyone becomes a patrol, which means they're all going to chase after us. The technicians run away. But yeah, we killed a lot of... I mean, I think we'll be fine. They just aren't going to reach us in time. In fact, Olivia's still got her last move. Let's go there. Ooh, and then Kyle, I'm finally going to use this thing. I'll go here, and then he's going to spend an order. Deploy holo projector. Yay, now anybody who runs over here won't be able to see us as we run through. And, I don't know, I'll leave a bomb behind. I totally forgot to use all this stuff. I'm dumb. I Another thing I should have done besides like doing the electricity, I could have, even though it would have like made more investigation tokens, I could have blown up some bombs just to like do noise checks and get people to leave their rooms so that I wouldn't have to sneak past them. Yeah, I do like how many options there are to like plan your stealth in this game. And this is again still an earlier mission. All right, so that's it though. Let's go. So everybody coming. Boop boop. Hello. And I don't know that guy and whoever this is. And they leave their Overwatches behind when they're moving, of course. And then our friends over here. We get a red too, but it's not going to matter because they both can get enough movement easily, and these guys won't be able to see them to shoot to get to the extraction point. Woo! Yeah, Mike celebrates a lot as he did not get the data for a side mission, did not get any of the cool items. Well, I did get the Agony Cudgel, and after this mission, I get a base upgrade. You can upgrade lots of cool stuff in the game. But in the past, I upgraded my med bay because when my characters was hurt, I probably upgrade the armory this time because then you can keep one gear card per operative, and I could keep the Agony Cudgel for next time. And I think you also get to unlock the Scilab after this mission. Again, but that's all branching stuff. So, yeah, there you go. There's a lot of fun stuff to explore in the campaign, but that is Earth Under Siege. I'm loving this one. I need to play it some more, need to play it at higher player counts before I do my review, but I'm really excited, so I'm going to try to get Peter and Jerry to play it with me next chance I get. But thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. And a quick shout out to our biggest Patreon supporters. That's Pedro Lucas, Steve Wren, Nick Skeen, Miles, and J. Willie MF. Really appreciate you all. And thanks everybody for watching. We will see you at the next stop.